This video's made for adult collectors because bro is pointy. So last night I brought everything I need to shoot upstairs to this room because my studio is not in the same place as my office. And so I brought Megatron, I brought my memory card, my camera, all my stuff up here to shoot. I don't remember putting Megatron in timeout facing the corner. Bro, you did something apparently and now you're facing the corner. Okay, timeout's over now. This thing looks so friggin' nice. Like, oh my god, look at this. I thought the Last Night Prime was the most beautiful looking figure they made, but I don't know, this is beating it out for me. Makes me slightly upset that they went for the game/concept design for Prime, because Yolopark, I know you're watching this, please, I would like this to be based more off the film and less off the video game. But yeah, this Megatron is so sick, but it has a rather glaring issue, well, two, that knock it down a peg or two for me. This is Yolopark AMK Pro Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, and this was sent over, well, by Yolopark, no surprise there. They have a wide range of products up, and this guy is available right now to order. You can check them out, linked in the description below, and if you use code TOYGUY, you can knock a few bucks off your order, though the AMK Pros, I believe, are excluded. But yeah, they now have such a big portfolio of Transformers products, so you can check them out, link below. Thank you very much, Yolopark, for sending this my way. Now back to the actual toy. The paint. Okay. The paint is so good. The rust and the dirt with the nice ass silver and the bits of bronze throughout leading up to that awesome looking head. And the back with these engines up here, they look so freaking nice. The head is awesome. I love the way this one's shaped over some of the other ones out there right now with the awesome crest detail and the cheekbones. His eyes can light up, and the cannon. I lost batteries. I have like a whole pack somewhere. I have no idea where they went. He is big. Like really big, even for an AMK Pro. He's significantly larger than a majority of the other AMK Pros they've put out. And he's heavy too, weighing in more than some of the others. He has a swappable arm to give you the blade, but I really wish the blade could come off and so it could just be a cannon. It's always permanently claw. But the claw is neat. It's big and it's painted well and it lights up, but again, dumbass me, lost batteries I had. The treads are rubber, but they are still sharp, so be careful. They're the only parts that feel too sharp on this guy, because he looks pointy, however, he doesn't hurt in the hand. Now, I did say there were two glaring issues with this thing, and they all stem from build quality. The first was he came with two left legs, and I'm not the only one with this issue. That's why this video is so delayed. But I was informed by Yolopark they are aware of the issue. They've halted the batch that has this problem, and they are going to be fixing it. And they told me to tell you to contact customer service. If you got two right or two left legs, they'll send you a new leg. It is annoying, but at least they're aware of the issue and are fixing it, I guess. The other thing that kind of plagues this for me is that bits fall off a lot. Parts on the arms, face, back of legs, and like the front of the legs, it's all like chest. There's just bits that come off. I've glued almost all of them into place, so nothing's coming off now, but it was really annoying posing this around when I first got it, and he would just like start shedding. You can take his arm off and replicate him getting his ass kicked by Prime, and he comes with a stand too, so you can get him up in the air and get some like nice like jumping poses. I've been having a lot of fun posing this thing, but there are a couple of issues. Not the bits falling off. I've glued most of the bits that will fall off already, but like joint tolerance things that I tried to fix and just couldn't. So to start with, the head is on a ball joint and like a double hinge. There's a hinge in the neck that moves that piece of armor under his neck down, and then there's a hinge at the head as well as a ball joint in between both of those. I can't speak English. So you get some nice tilt left and right. You can look up that far, you can look down that far, which is great, and then you get your full 360-degree rotation. Then you have the shoulder pads here, which are both on similar sort of like struts and ball joints that move out of the way to accommodate the shoulder moving out that far. And then as you saw, you can get the torso bit to move up even further, so you can get him to do a full T-pose. He does have butterfly joints that go that far forward, and both shoulders can rotate a full 360 degrees. He does have a bicep swivel on both sides, though this one, the armor bumps into the shoulder pad right here, and that's not the movable part. So this arm only really rotates out that far and stop. This one can go a little bit further, and then like if you want to, you can extend this down a little bit and get it to go even further, but then at that point you're just like, oh, and then there the arm goes. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate that the sculpt gets in the way. Kind of reminds me of this a little bit. He does have double elbows on both arms. However, just due to the way the armor is laid out, this arm you can get a full 180-degree bend. This one you get just a little bit under because of how this works. But if you rotate it this way, you can get that full bend, and then you just rotate the hand, but now the arm's in the wrong orientation. So you can do that. There is forearm swivels, and both wrists are on ball joints, so they can, you know, do all that, rotate and whatnot. This hand has all these fingers that move. I've folded one of them in. Has all these fingers that move. This hand has these fingers that move, and then this one just kind of wiggles in the middle. I kind of wish this middle one could move left and right rather than stay in the middle, but yeah. Now, as bits that fell off, so we have one of his cheekbones, this part on the arm, this entire assembly on the arm, and then this finger at the top. That would fall off on the upper body quite a lot. Now, lower body. So he has an ab crunch, so he can go that far back and that far forward. And when you do that, you notice the back here. I love that armor moving. That's so cool. However, doesn't take a lot of effort to just flick it forward. This is really loose on my copy, and I did take it apart and try to fix it, and it won't. It's still loose. You get that much side and then that much side on either side. You also get a waist rotation, so it's very articulated there. I just don't like how loose it feels. The hips, they are on drop down hips, so they go that far forward, and then they can go that far back. You can get about 90 degrees out. This hip is also very loose. The foot is really heavy, so like there is a screw in there, and I did try tightening it, and this is as tight as it will go, and it's still a little loose. This one's fine, right? Like I can give it a shake and it's not gonna move. This one, if I start giving it a shake, it falls. Yeah, and trying to get him into like airborne poses, yeah, it starts to fall over. Little annoying. You do have thigh rotation. You have a digitigrated knee, so this armor panel can slide back, and then you have a joint up here and a joint down here, so you can get them to go straight or to bend 90 degrees. It works a bit strange, but once you figure it out, it's pretty nice. And then the ankles. So the ankles can go down, they can go up, and they have a piston here. So right now they're in their extended position, so it allows for the ankle tilt and the rotation. But if you compress it, see that piston right there? Then when you extend the foot, the piston goes down. That's really cool. But you get pretty nice ankle tilt out of that. So he's very posable there. Now for the legs, for bits that would fall off, it was these two bits right here and these bits on the butt right here, and specifically on this leg, that part. So I've glued all that on. And then the claw itself, you have this, and this entire shielding piece like to fall off quite a bit, so it is also glued on. So he's very articulate. Oh, and I forgot to show this off. The jet boosters, they can move as well. They're on little ball joints. So he's very, very articulated. I love messing with this thing now that it's all glued together, because when it wasn't, oh boy, all this stuff would just like fall off all the time. It was really annoying. It was so annoying. But yeah, he articulates great. I've also just noticed that, I don't know if you can see that, I've scratched myself with the figure. Hooray. So yeah, I like this a lot, but those two issues do really drag it down for me a little bit. You aren't guaranteed a wrong leg, and they are fixing that issue, but the bits falling off are still annoying. You can fix it, and I recommend doing that, because I will still say this is very nice, and I recommend getting one, but you do have to put the work into it. So whether or not you think that's worth it is completely up to you. But that has been my look at Yolopark AMK Pro Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.